So, as you can see, we're down here at Scissortail Park again, and at this pavilion, they're about to have some type of Cinco de Mayo celebration, it looks like. There's some people starting to gather on the lawn. It is, you know, we'll see what it's going to be like. I think if my batteries hold up, I'm not sure if my batteries are going to hold up, but I got one cell left on this battery. Well, I'm about to get my kelp pills, get my minerals. I'm trying to get more calcium. You know, more sodium, more calcium, more magnesium, and you know, I looked up calcium chloride and dropped one of my seaweed pills on the ground there. What was I saying? I'm trying to get more of my minerals in my diet, and coming to understand the power of mineral density wise of like sea kelp and iodine specifically. So I'm trying to increase iodine in my diet for energy, for metabolism, for insulin, things of that nature, for a whole bunch of things. But also I'm trying to increase my minerals, such as calcium, sodium not so much, but you know, and even carbon. You know, that's why I think that, you know, as far as baking soda is concerned, probably one of the best. You know, you get some carbon molecules, hydrogen, you know, oxygen, like some of the most abundant minerals in the body. You get them all with sodium. You get the sodium, salt that your body needs in abundance. You get your hydrogen in abundance. You know, you get your oxygen in abundance. Like you get water, you get carbon, you get, you know, the alkalizing effect, the mineralizing effect of all these minerals in the body. You know what I mean? And it does a lot of powerful medicinal types of things. You know, and so I'm trying to get my minerals up and see, you know, experiment on myself and see what impact that has on my health in general. You know what I mean? I got some people, you know.
Oh yeah. Like that, like the sport, like the professional sport, yeah.
That's kind of what happens when you're in a public space. People just start showing up, throwing frisbees behind you. You know what I mean? So, but like I was saying, increasing minerals in my body to understand the powerhouse medicinal use of seaweed, especially the iodine in the seaweed, and what the iodine does, the impact of that upon your metabolism and your immune system and things of that nature. So yes, I'm trying to get more iodine in my body. I'm trying to get more minerals. One of the best things I'm coming to learn are these sea vegetables and seafood. You know what I mean? Like sardines. Like I had a can of sardines the other day, high calcium in it. You know, that's probably one of the biggest reasons why. Not because I like the taste of sardines, even though it is a relatively inexpensive snack. You know what I mean, for $1, and it's nutritious and it's protein rich. If you're like the protein, you get some good fats. You get some calcium. Like I think like one can is like 20% of your daily allowances, recommended daily allowances for calcium. However, I know for a fact that all those recommended daily allowances the government tells you are, let me just say this, that we need freedom in the medical world for all, you know, ways in which we can improve our health. You know what I mean? You know, and not, you know, control the medical and health industry, you know what I mean, through medical schools and, you know, to not favor the pharmaceuticals, because there's other pathways that you could take, you know what I mean, to finding, you know, a restoration of your body, you know. And so, I forget where I was going there, but anyway, no, you know, having battled with mineral imbalances like diabetic ketoacidosis, you know, things of that nature, which is heavily a depletion of, my body was depleted of its minerals, You know what I mean? And that's what landed me in the hospital. And so the deficit could be a lot more than I realized at times. You know, and I would leave it up to my kidneys to decide what minerals to take and what minerals to pee out. You know, I would trust my body to make that decision. You know what I mean? If I had too much. And so, that being said, I bought some de-icer online the other day because I know it's almost springtime or summer, and there's barely any de-icers, you know, that would be on the shelves of anywhere right now because we're not in the middle of winter. So I went on eBay and somebody was selling some de-icer, and I bought a big old container of de-icer because it had calcium chloride, which I'm trying to increase in my body, magnesium chloride, and sodium chloride. So it had 3 mineral chlorides. All 4 minerals, including the chloride, are essential for the body. You know, and so I was going to do a little foot bath soak and see how that impacted my minerals in my body. So last night I did a foot soak. I just had some water. I got a bottle of purified water and had calcium chloride in it and sodium bicarbonate in the water. So I use that to have a foot bath for my feet. And sodium bicarbonate, I added the powder, Arm & Hammer, and I added some Epsom salt, some magnesium sulfate, and I just soaked my feet in for about an hour. Woke up this morning, you know, and my feet were very, very salty looking, and so I rubbed some oil, my anointing oil on my feet, on my legs and my head today, and so now you don't even see really the salt on my skin. However, you know, it's a health adventure. You know what I mean? Like trying to increase my the mineral content and replenish my minerals, I should say. Trying to replenish the minerals in my body that I'm losing, and, you know, through peeing a lot, you know, because when you have diabetes and you're fighting against that, you're peeing a lot of minerals. You're peeing all the time. You know, your body's trying to get rid of the glucose, and so I believe, you know, come some of the research that I'm hearing and seeing, that calcium plays a part in opening up the channels for insulin and things like that to be released. So just an experiment. I was like, okay, if that's the case, let me try and see if I can increase the calcium chloride in my body, and as well as the magnesium and etc. that I'm losing. You know, your body loses minerals all the time, but I just wanted to see if I can replenish it, and so I typed in calcium chloride in the computer, buy calcium chloride, and it shows up de-icer. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll get some de-icer. And salt, we all know salt has been used, you know, sodium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride for de-icing. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some de-icer and use it as a foot bath. So I bought some de-icer. It should be coming, and it's on the way.